Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of 30 Minutes with Joe. I was going to do a In My Honest Opinion episode, but then I decided, you know what, I'll do this live. And I'm going to show some interesting footage as well. Now, before I get into what I want to talk about very quickly, I just want to say, please don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that if you enjoy my content, please give this video a like, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you want to highlight your questions or comment, please consider giving a super chat. Also supports the channel. And if you want to support the channel in other ways, you can go to the link in the description below and you can support me in various different options. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you follow that link, you can go to my website and you'll see an option where it says support me monthly. And please do so. This is not part of YouTube. Very important, not part of YouTube. So please go check that out. And if you do it on the website, you get a hat. Yes, that's right. You get a hat after 6 months. So please go check it out, and also go check out rebelstoreza.com. Okay. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, I want to talk about. I saw a video released today by ENCA. And oh my word, this demonstration that happened yesterday, what a shit show. What a shit show. I'm probably going to be demonetized now because I said the word shit. Oh my word. Guys, flip. Okay. Once being there, for those of you who don't know, I covered that event. I covered the entire event. I was there from 9 o'clock in the morning. I was there before ENCA got there. I was there before the organizers of the We Are, the We Are Now, the We Are movement. I don't know what they are. Were there. All right. I was literally the first one there. I got to see people arriving. I didn't get to see what happened between the organizer, Craig, and the journalist. I'll show you where my vantage point was at the time that this happened. You'll see why I didn't see it. But I was there. Okay. I covered the entire event. Link in the description below if you guys want to see an uninterrupted, uncensored, unedited live feed of the entire event. So with that being said, I want you guys to listen to this clip from ENCA. I hope this is the right one.
So they know about the effectiveness or why they should be wearing masks in relation to COVID-19, yet they want an end to the lockdown?
So that was earlier, right before the protest really started getting into full swing. And as the protest started and more people began making speeches about why they want an end to lockdown, you saw many more people just taking off their masks.
Okay, so this mask story, because this mask story has now taken over everything. Like everyone's now, okay, so let me also, okay, I'm going to talk about the mask thing, right? The thing with the mask thing, okay, is that number one, it wasn't the main purpose of that demonstration. It definitely wasn't. It was maybe one of the topics they wanted to talk about, but it wasn't the main idea. And I'm going to get to the main idea in a moment, but there's something about this masking, because a lot of people, even on social media, are commenting, oh, they're not wearing masks. They're not wearing masks. Guys, it's the beach. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Where do you see people wearing masks? I'm going to pause it there. There's no one wearing masks. The people go. This is before the protest or the demonstration. Okay, this is before all that. This is when I was there in the morning. People swimming, social distancing. The people aren't wearing a mask. There are a few that are wearing a masks, and I'll show you where they are. Okay, it's not in this clip, but if you look at, I'll show you another one. Hold on. Where is it? It is this one. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. It's this one. Sorry, guys. This one. All right, cool. So you will see in a moment. Let me pause it, go back a few frames. Okay. There's the journalist sitting. I think this is before the incident happened. You can see in the distance, there are people wearing masks. And what these people were trying to say is, what is the difference between being on the sidewalk and being on the sand? The people on the sand, the people swimming, they're not wearing masks because they're on the beach. But on the sidewalk, people were wearing masks. There were some people jogging. There were some people walking. They weren't wearing a mask. Now, I don't mean to condemn people or try and get people in trouble. I'm just trying to say that there is still some regulations that don't make sense. And that's what these people were trying to say, the people that were at the demonstration. They're trying to say that a lot of these regulations don't make sense. The banning of the beaches, the banning of alcohol, all this stuff doesn't make sense. The lockdowns are irrational. This isn't news. This has been said many times before. Now, this guy, and something else I want to make clear as well, that is very important, because ENCA is trying to paint everyone that was at this demonstration under the same umbrella as We Are movement or whatever they are, and they're not.
Stop farm murder cause. So different causes. Also, the part of this We Are More movement, and
that is not true. When you say that they are part of this We Are More movement, that's what they are, We Are More, you are so incorrect. It's unbelievable. Yes, there were other organizations there. There was AUV. There was some group from Liberty. I don't know, something about Liberty, Let Our Voices Be Heard, something like that. There was the Woke Nation. There was Stop Farm Murders. All these people, Freedom something. Sorry, I can't remember everybody. There was just different organizations, different causes, yes, that were there, all in support of the same idea, which is to end the lockdown. All right, that is it. They didn't organize that protest. They didn't they didn't agree with what that one organizer, Craig, did to the journalist. They all condemned it. They didn't like it. They all said, this is not us. Debbie herself still went on an interview on News Africa to say that she strongly is against what happened with that organization, including me, for that matter. And I've said it on the stream as well. Again, you can check out that stream in the comment section below. You can see it happening, all right? Not the incidents, but you can see what happened in that protest. Yes, people in the protest eventually took off their mask. And yes, there was a small group of ladies in that protest or demonstration that were against masks. But again, it was one of the things they wanted to talk about. It wasn't the entire focus. The entire focus of that demonstration was this.
We came here just to support the guys that operate. Well, it's an awareness campaign. I don't want to call it a protest. What we're doing is we basically just we're creating awareness that lockdown is wrong. People are suffering from it. We need to go out of lockdown. Nobody's saying don't social distance. No one's saying don't wear a mask. No one's saying don't sanitize. All we're saying is take us out of lockdown. Take us out of the curfew. We need to get on with our lives. The economy needs to pick up. If it carries on like this, it's going to take us 50 years to recover. We're already beyond the point of no recovery. We cannot be in lockdown any longer.
And for the majority of people, that sentiment is exactly what everybody was there and agreeing with. That's it. That was the idea. That's what we were sold. That's what we were told by We Are. I can't even remember now, and I just said them. Look, this Craig guy, okay, let me say this as well. I am fuming about what he did. I didn't see what he did. Now, I'm going to show you what I saw. So I was standing somewhere in the shade because it was hot, okay? Next thing I know, I hear someone shouting and swearing and all that stuff. So you are going to hear a bit of profanity now. It's light, but this is after the incident. There's a guy there pointing and shouting at Craig, the organizer. So he's saying, why did you do that? You can see the journalist standing there in the parking lot calling someone. I'm not sure who she was calling. cops also just watching, and the cameraman still shouting at Craig. Some people got it on video that were closer, but I haven't seen any of that footage emerge just yet. So that's where I was standing. I didn't see anything until I heard that guy shouting. Now, this is allegedly what happened. The journalist approached Craig to be interviewed. Craig said, "I can't hear you." The journalist said, "Do you want to be interviewed?" He then said, "Not with your mask on," and he pulled the mask. The journalist, now this is where it gets confusing, because there are some people that say, "Oh no, he just pulled it down." The videographer guy says, "No, he pulled it off." She says he pulled it and then it smacked her back in the face. Either way, it was wrong what he did. He should have acted like an adult and just said, "Okay, sorry, I don't want to be interviewed by you," and it would have been okay. And he could have gone on doing what he was trying to do. All right. And I will say this as well. He left after that. He left. Obviously, there's a police station. There was witnesses. He left. I don't know. He said he was coming back. He left. I don't know, for like 2 hours after that. Again, I have it on the live stream. Okay. Nobody knows what's going on. Everyone's confused. Bikers arrive. That's when I get this guy. I speak to the co-organizer as well. He was very articulate and very well in saying that exactly what the biker said. This is a protest or a demonstration, a peaceful demonstration against the lockdown. The regulations don't make sense. The economy is suffering and we need to open the economy again. He also stated that it's not about not wearing masks and all that stuff. So that's the co-organizer. Again, it's in my live stream. I do have other footage coming out soon with what he said, and you can see for yourself what he said. All right. So this is the problem I have with what's going on at the moment. Is this has been turned into something else. And like I said, he left. Craig left. Debbie from Stop Farm Murders decided, you know what? We're just standing here doing nothing. Let's just have people say what they want to say. Debbie gave a speech. She said in her speech, she's not the organizer. She's nothing to do with this protest. She's just here to support the idea. That's it. And then afterwards, when she was done, she said, "Does anyone else want to chat? Does anybody else want to talk?" And then what happened is a little girl came and she said, "I believe the mask thing is unfair for children. I think it's child abuse." And then everybody started talking about the masks. That's what started it. And by the way, in that interview with the ENCA reporter, she says that she makes it sound like Debbie asked the girl to speak. No. Debbie said, "Who's next? Who wants to chat?" And the young girl came and said, "I want to say a few things." That's what happened. Clear that up. Number two, after the young girl said what she wanted to say about the masks, that's when the whole mask discussion really started to spark all this stuff. And okay, and I got to stay on track here. And then during this whole thing, people talking different thing, blah, blah, Craig comes back. He looks intoxicated. He tried to explain why he seems a bit slow, but he never got to the point. He seemed very aggressive. When I say very aggressive, he slammed his door. Let me clarify that. He slammed his door and he was shouting every now and again. Everything's on the stream. You can go check it out. And then he was arrested. And then he was taken away. And then some people said a few things on a microphone and it just kind of tethered out. My point here is the demonstration never really happened, but yet the media will make it sound like it did. The media, because they used the words like, "Oh, during the protest and as it was happening." No, it never got started. He left. Craig left at the beginning. Everybody was waiting for him to come back. When he came back, he got arrested. And in the video, you can hear his co-organizer say, "Hey, buddy, people are waiting for you. We were supposed to start at 11. The demonstration never happened. Just some people came on a beach. They gave they spoke out a little bit about why they want the lockdown to end, and that was it. But the actual organizers, we are whatever. They didn't really do much. They were shouting at each other and stuff like that, but that's about it. So eventually Debbie says, "Hey, let's call it off. Like, guys, just let's go home." And nothing happened. And I have footage. of everything. You can check out the live stream. You can see for yourself. And the media is just trying to blow this all out of proportion. Again, I don't like what Craig did. I think what Craig did was foolish, stupid, rude, obnoxious, and just wrong. And he should be held accountable for his actions. And the reason is because of this. Wham, if you're listening, or whatever you are, we are movement. If you're listening to this video, get someone else to be the face of your movement or whatever, because that guy is definitely not it. I'm sorry. I don't know if maybe he is a nice guy. Maybe he's the nicest guy under the face of the sun. I don't know. I don't know him personally. But from what I saw yesterday, left a bad taste in my mouth, in everyone's mouth. And that guy has now made every protest, every group look bad. He's made everybody look bad. Even your own organization, your own group, your own movement look bad. You guys need to take responsibility of that, and you need to do something. All right. I heard rumors that there are more protests coming. I'll be there to cover it if there are. I have contacts with some of these guys that will let me know if there's a protest happening, and I'll cover it. And I'll call them out when I'm there, and I'll say, hey, you can't, no, there needs to be somebody else. I don't have much faith in the Wham or whatever it is movement anymore. AUV, the Woke Nation, End the Lockdown, Stop Farm Murders, whatever other organization, I do not tie them under the same umbrella, because they're not. Okay? Let's make that very, very, very clear. Thank you, Yanni. That's exactly what I am trying to say. This tarnishes the images for the protesters, for the protests, and take away from the good that protesters should have to offer. Exactly. Okay? Lars Saras is going crazy in the chat saying it's a psyop. I don't think it was a psyop, because I was there. I think maybe, I mean, anything's possible. But from what I saw, I don't think it was. It's definitely trying to be turned into a way that the mainstream media can look at protesters and be like, look, protesters are bad and evil and they're crazy. And we're seeing it now. I'll give you an example. All right. So there's a guy, I'm not going to mention his name. I'm definitely not going to mention his name because I don't want to give him more airtime, but he was there and I have him on video arguing with some of the ladies there. But I think the moment he sees me videoing, he turns around. I'm not going to show his face. I'm not going to show anything, but I'm on his Twitter feed at the moment. I'm not going to give his name, but this is the kind of stuff he's spewing out. All right. And he claims to be an independent video journalist. Okay. He's saying, in an era of gender-based violence, there were women associated with the We Are More, that's what they are, protest, who claimed that Craig, I'm not going to say his last name, had apologized to Monique, the journalist, for attacking her. And for them, it was an attitude. And for them, it was an attitude of get over it. That's what we're dealing with. Okay. Again, you can go to my stream. You can find out the truth. There were a few ladies there that said he apologized. So what happened was, after this whole incident, and after you saw the footage of Craig being cucked out by the videographer, apparently after that, Craig apologized. Is that okay? Does that excuse what he did? No, absolutely not. Just because did the journalist accept the apology? Clearly she didn't. It's her right not to. She didn't accept the apology. Too bad. It wasn't a get over it. They were just saying like he did apologize. They didn't. The media was busy trying to make him look like a monster, and they were just trying to say he wasn't a complete monster. He did try and apologize. But again, this guy definitely wasn't all there. I'm sorry, but he wasn't. He was intoxicated or something. I don't know. I'm definitely not trying to defend him here. I think it was, sorry, We Are More, but he has to take responsibility for what he did. And that woman, the journalist, felt assaulted. The cops saw it. They felt there was grounds for arrest. Now you gotta play the system. You just gotta go and see what happens. Get a lawyer up. You know, you just gotta do it. You gotta do it. Like, tough. I think all he could have done, all he should have done, when that journalist approached him for an interview, say, no, I don't want to. That's it. There was no need to lay a hand on that woman, on that journalist. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, but now the media is having a field day with this. They're saying things like this, like, this is what we're dealing with and blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, he even goes on to tweet this later on. He says, so Fish Hoek has become the new Brackenfell. Hashtag we are more protest, hashtag we are more. He even says something which really, now this really gets to me. He says, so hashtag we are more protest is another Nazi group in disguise. Imagine fighting for your rights by assaulting women reporters and attacking the media. Okay, so the media was attacked, all right, but not in the way you might think. And I have footage of this as well. You can go to Alternative News Network and you can see how people were speaking out against the mainstream media, saying that they do not report on actual stories, that they do not report on the truth. Why aren't you reporting on the truth? Why do you have to twist everything? Why? That is the attack that this guy is talking about. For him, and now I don't like We Are More. Okay, I want to make that very clear. I don't like them. I'm first time yesterday. Like I said, I think they need to look at themselves again and be careful of how they move forward. There are other organizations that were there that are, I think, going in the right direction. But to label We Are More protesters as Nazi, it's taking it a bit too far. That's way too far. And you're saying that, oh, they're all white supremacists and all this stuff, and like that's what you're trying to imply. But there was, and this is the thing that the media doesn't tell you. They only show you the white people, right? But if you go to my stream, you will see that there were people of different color. Every single type of South African that you can think of was at that demonstration. I still made a point to say, after they called out the media, right? The people, the little group of people calling out the media saying, why don't you report on the truth? After that, I stand back and I show the audience that there was a colored person, a black person, a white person, an Indian person. It is South Africans standing up against the mainstream media, standing up for their rights. So nice try, buddy, on trying to call whatever a Nazi group. That is disgusting. Stop it. Sorry, that stuff really. And the same guy has a YouTube channel, right? And he says, he tries to make it out like Craig fled the scene. He didn't flee the scene. He was leaving. He was leaving before this whole thing actually happened. He was going home to get dressed. That was the plan. I saw it. I heard him say so. All right. He didn't flee the scene, and he came back. All right. So that's one thing that he said now in his little thing on YouTube that's incorrect. And then he says, Craig is a member of the organizer of the We Are More movement, with which propagates virus C conspiracy theory, sorry, and is calling for an end to the C-19 lockdown measures in South Africa. Vague statement there, not exactly what I would say is happening. I don't know, but that's not what's, I don't know. That's not what I was told by some of the people on the ground, but I mean, that's very vague wording. That's very vague wording. And conspiracy theories, yes, there were some women there that were highly against the mask, trying to speak out against the that the government is spewing. And you know what? It's their right to. And that's the thing. These people have a right to protest. All right? I mean, compared to EFF, these guys are not that bad. Right? They just came to a beach. They wanted to have their voices heard, and that was it. And this whole mask thing took over. I don't think it was a psyop, because I don't think it was planned for Craig to take the mask of the woman and then this whole thing was going to break out. That's why I don't think it was a psyop. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. I think that's a bit too, I don't know. I don't think the government is that smart. Put it that way. I think you're giving the government a bit too much credit for that plan. I think people just saw an opportunity and they took it. I think the media saw an opportunity and they took it. They have done it. And I wanted to come out and clear the air with some of this stuff. I wanted to make it very clear that the organizers involved need to seriously think about their next move. And Craig, in my opinion, should not be the face, nor should he organize these protests. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but yeah, not he should just like, he can maybe finance the thing quietly in the background, but he shouldn't be at the next one. Like, this is just my 2 cents. All right, take it or leave it. We are more. I think you guys, you need to think about what you're doing. You need to think heavily and stuff like that. As for the other organizations, and that's the thing, we are more. Let me also say this: when this shit happens, people like Stop Farm Murders that were supporting your protest and idea, AUV, the Woke Nation, all the other little movements that are also trying to show solidarity in the idea of what you were trying to do. When you do crap like this that happened yesterday, they don't want to be involved anymore. They're like, I don't know if I can associate now with this movement, because it makes everybody look bad. And like Yanni said, he put it perfectly. I'm gonna actually put that comment up again from Yanni, because that's exactly, this is all I'm trying to say. And I just wanted people to get some truth and clarity. Again, watch my stream that I did yesterday. You'll see for yourself that this isn't a Nazi group. These are normal citizens that are worried about South Africa, that are worried about the crap that's happening around us, the corruption of the government. They have seen how people have died, not just from C-19, but also from the lockdown itself. And that's what these people are trying to talk about. That is it. They want to open up the economy again. They want to just live. No one, like, and that's it's 3 minutes left. I think I've said enough. Lars Solis, I don't think, is very happy with me. But because he's going quite intense in the chats. Yes. So speaking of which, Pet Zoo Film Crew, he has sent me footage that I will be releasing on the Alternative News Network. Please go check it out. They actually, he got some footage that I wasn't able to get on my stream. So that's really cool. I'm looking forward to putting that out there. And you guys will see for yourself. They interviewed people there. They interviewed other people that weren't shown on the media, on the mainstream media, expressing why they were there and just telling the truth. So that's all coming out, and you'll see. So people are normal people, normal South Africans that just want an end to the lockdown, and not necessarily the masks and the social distancing and sanitization, just the idiotic regulations that are in place. That is it. Like banning of the beaches, or alcohol ban, or cigarette ban, or whatever other ban there is. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can... yeah, see, that's what if you're drunk at your own protest, you must let someone else take charge. Yeah, the other guy that was there, the co-organizer, he tried to, but I think he was more concerned about his friend. Because his friend he could see his friend, he kept on telling his friend, like, hey, come on, let's go. Like, people are waiting for you. Hey, come on, leave these people. And you could see Craig he's not cut out for it. I'm sorry, he's not. He doesn't understand and address the mainstream media. I don't know. I think he was out of his depths, and We Are More movement might be dead after this. But I hope the other organizations, the other movements will continue their fight. I want to say that as well. To the Stop Farm Murders, to the AUV, the Woke Nation, let our voices be heard. There's a lot of them out there. You guys haven't been, a lot of them were also at the Brackenfell protests as well. I got to meet some of them. Good people, good South Africans. They just want to see a better nation. and they all agree that the ANC is failing the nation. Maybe if that's what you believe in, if there's anybody here that believes that the ANC is failing the nation, then you are a Nazi. You are part of the Nazi movement. Please. Mainstream media needs to just shut that crap up. Anyway. Yeah, and you know what? If I'm honest, I don't think We Are movement put an end to the beach thing. A lot of people are claiming that. I'm not sold on that idea. I do think they made a lot of noise about it, yes. But I don't think they were the ones that stopped it. I don't know. I don't know. Not convinced. I think that was always on the cards. I think that was always on the cards. They make it sound like because of our protest, Cyril came out and then he put an end to the beach thing because of our protest. I'm not sold on that. I think that was gonna happen regardless of the protest, to be honest. But that's just me. Yes. And yesterday, basically, I don't think the actual demonstration happened. I think it was just chaos. It didn't go according to plan, and they need to regroup. Those organizations need to regroup. So yeah. Anyway, it's over 30 minutes. I don't want to. Sorry, guys. Look, again, I want to make this very clear. I do not agree with what Craig did. Okay, to that journalist. I didn't see it. I don't agree with it. What happened? I don't agree with it. He should have been an adult. He should have just said. He should have just said no, thank you, and walked away. That's it. That's all I had to do. But he didn't. Anyway, so whatever happens to him, happens to him. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, this is 30 Minutes with Joe. This is my opinion. I hope you guys will go check out the stream for yourself. Go check out Alternative News Network. Go check out Rebel Store ZA or Rebel Store. Yeah, rebelstoreZA.com. Please go check that out. And if you do see any mainstream media talking about the Fish Hoek protest that happened yesterday, please just do a bit of research, look at the live stream that I did, look at what content is on Alternative News Network, and then judge for yourself. Judge for yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Judge for yourself. Okay? I feel good. I feel better. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. I will probably be back tomorrow. I think I have an interview with Rob Hutchinson from Dear SA. We're going to talk about EWC and the future of South Africa. So please tune into that tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. I'll see you guys there. And if I don't see you there, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you at the next one. Please share this far and wide. Thank you.